in keeping with the traveling theme that we're doing right now, I was just going to talk a little bit about how we keep our kids entertained in the vehicle. This summer, we took a 15-hour one-way road trip from Indiana to Texas, San Antonio, Texas. It actually went really smoothly. We only had maybe 2 meltdowns from the kids, and so we were really happy that it went so smoothly. And excuse me, I'm out of breath. I've been going in and out from the camper. And this trip is only going to be about 6 hours up and then 6 hours home, so not one of our longer trips, but then when we go to Disney in the spring, it will be about a 13-hour trip down and a little longer coming home because we're making a couple of stops. So what we have found so far, one of my kids for sure gets motion sick, which she gets it honestly because I used to as a kid. My oldest does not. Our youngest, I don't think he does, but he could still develop it because he's only 2. So just for the ease of not dealing with it, we do not use iPads or electronic devices or DVD players in the van. Everybody that we tell that to is like, I would go crazy. Which, yeah, sometimes I wish we could just put something on, but it's not how it works at our house. So, what we have found works best is we do gifts, depending on how long the trip is, every couple hours, like after a stop, or if we've been in the car for several hours and we want to keep moving without stopping to let them run, we will give them a gift. The last trip we went to Texas, I just went to Dollar Tree and got some for my son who's 2 and into all things wheels. I got like just some little miniature cars. There was one that was a tractor. He got a little 4-wheeler, and I mean, excuse me. For my daughters, we did, I found My Little Pony, just like the little bitty miniature surprise packs for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I got them a couple of that. I'm trying to think what else we gave them. The sticky hands. They're like this little gooey hand thing, and you can just like slap stuff with it, and it's kind of a sticky. I don't know how to explain it, but we gave him those, and honestly, the best dollar I ever spent. They played with those things constantly. Some other things that I have on my list that I haven't used yet is silly putty, depending on how messy your kids can get with it. Some other things are, we use suckers. Give them a sucker instead of a toy. And if your kids can look at stuff, I mean, you could do coloring books and crayons every once in a while. We choose not to do that just because it does bother my daughter with motion sickness. But just little toys, knickknacks from the store were the best help for our trip. Another thing that we figured out works well is books on tape. If you're familiar with Adventures in Odyssey, there is I can't even tell you how many episodes, over 1,000, I'm sure. I mean, I lost track. It is a Christian story form, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but it is a Christian format, and you can buy CDs. We have probably 700 episodes on my husband's iPod, and my oldest 2 are into it. They're 7 and almost 6. Well, almost 6 and almost 8. They really enjoy them. They listen to them every night before bed. So we use those. My 2-year-old, not so much. He doesn't understand it yet. For him, we have Thomas the Train songs. We have the Trolls soundtrack. Excuse me. We have Moana soundtrack. We also go to the library before a big trip, and we'll get books on tape that we might not have. Last time we did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Kit Kittredge, An American Girl, and those were both really long, so it took up a good chunk of time. This time we have Cars 2, which is not long. It's just like the little books on tape that you get. It's got like a book and then a CD. They're like 7-10 minutes. But they're better for my son because he can, I don't know, he just likes those better. He doesn't have to think that much, I guess. So we have like Cars 2. I think we have a Curious George. I don't remember what we got, but we got a bunch of, Toy Story. So that is another big thing, that they listen and it's not watching something, so it doesn't bother the motion sick, and it seems to keep them entertained for a while. So that is my secrets to road tripping with kids. It worked really well for us last time. I had even printed out a whole list of would you rather questions, and thought my husband or I could read it off and they could just answer it, but we didn't actually have to use those. The trip went really well. So if you have any ideas or tips of things that you use to keep your kids entertained for long trips, I would love to see them in the comments, and I will see you later.